podcast.
Pow.
Episode 12.
12, you know.
Episode 12. I go by the name of Morgan Hytes.
Eggs.
I got my usual suspects in the building, bar one. And tight trimmer in the building. What's going on?
I'm good, brother.
How you doing, my brother?
Feeling beautiful, feeling awesome.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you for welcoming me
You've
back.
been truly missed.
Yeah, man, it's lovely. It's
You've
lovely
been
to be back.
We have Drizzy, Frizzy, Freckles in the building. What's going on?
Suck a fit.
This
I think
brother.
that's essential for this episode. Man, like,
That's the whole the originality
let me
culture.
let me roll back. What? Yeah,
This brother. What? I'm tight, my brother. What's going on?
I'm good, King.
We got a special guest today, Jordan London. How are you doing, gentlemen and sir? What's happening?
I'm doing very good today, man.
Yes, good to see you. Good to see you. I know
You
it's a
too?
short notice thing, but you know what I mean. Obviously,
that.
Trimmer's got it like that.
Yeah.
So I made couple. I put the bat sign out and said, "Yo, I need someone." Boom. He's like, "Yeah, Jordan London, bring him through." Welcome, sir.
Welcome, brother.
Thank you very
Big
much,
ups.
man.
Yeah, man. Good to see you.
Thank you
Good to
very
see you.
Cheers.
Hang tight show in the building. You know how we do.
Showtime.
The one show gone.
Let's keep it a bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mandem's here. Yeah, yo.
He's looking clickety, innit? Again, he's doing the
Yeah.
clickety thing, isn't he? He looks slick.
It's a brand new day when Jesus walked. Listen, remember last time I did that? I love the gospel thing.
Oh no, I love gospel. That's my favorite genre. Over hip hop, over R&B, over anything. It's my favorite.
Really?
100.
Okay.
That's the first music I listen to in the day. I listen to when I wake up. I do my thing, my little affirmation, my prayers, my thing sent to my backside, and then I go on Google Play and I get gospelish. I get in it. I go in.
Let that take over your soul.
Oh, bro.
Let's just
gospelish.
soul glow.
Yeah, I get in. I go. I need that to set my day. That's
Yeah.
what helps me. That gives me my foundation.
Keeps you on point.
Yeah, it does.
man.
It does.
Yeah, man. Jesus
It's a
Christ.
habit. It's a habit.
Well, this is the Fast Food Podcast. Another fortnight has gone. I'm good to see everybody's in good stead, healthy, strong, vibrant. We got a lot to talk about, man. So I'm running
bits.
late, so my bad. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, I don't want to talk about it too much because we can probably divulge into some of that later on during the episode. I just want to get to the real nitty gritty. Anyway,
Sauce.
first and foremost, right?
Come on.
I have to apologize to Trimmer. I really.
Can we shout
collectively.
out the sponsors?
Well,
as well?
Yeah. All right, talk to
All
me.
right, yeah,
Talk
Rags
to
to
me.
Riches. I spoke to my boy Skeets.
Yeah.
From Rags to Riches Clothing.
Yeah.
And he looked after us. He's made sure that we've got the new tees. And much love for that. Respect to Mundo.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit cold in there. Otherwise, we'd actually be rocking that thing there. You get me?
Tees?
We got the tees. So and you can go on to R2R clothing.com. To see any of our collection. He's got tracksuits, he's got it all. You know, Oliver Skeet. So you know the guy that does the black guy that does the show jumping.
Right.
That's his younger son.
Okay.
So yeah, he's doing this thing.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout
Lovely.
out. Shout out to Skeets. He plays for the football team as well, Shea Boot All Stars.
Yeah.
And we've been badding it up. And then my man scored a sick goal on Sunday as well. Skeet scored a
bad boy
murderer.
goal.
So yeah,
Okay.
we were happy.
Yeah,
But shouts out for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, so you wanted to say something to me?
No.
You talk to the mid apology.
No. You know when someone,
have to man up.
you know when you say you got to apologize to somebody and they interrupt you, and like,
Kinda lose.
if someone apologizes to me, I want to hear that straight.
Yeah.
I want to hear that off top. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
But
Being
I'll
married,
elaborate on
I've been married for a while, bruv. Bruv, to get an apology from the missus is that could take a long time. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, no. A subject came up last week, actually.
Yeah.
Was it?
Towards the end of last week.
The news. The news.
Yeah.
And I was
that
like,
weekend?
I was like, hold on a minute. I was like, no way. First of all, I was like, no way. Second of all, I was like, no way. Third of all, I was like,
No way.
no way. So I said, oh God, that means I've got to apologise to Trim. So I keep it official.
Yeah.
A couple of time ago, like months ago, episodes way back.
November.
Now we're talking. Trimmer brings up a subject, says, "Oh yeah, I work with 21 Savage's dad." So,
oh yeah, I heard about.
I was like, you work with 21 Savage's dad. And I said, all right, Trim, yeah, all right, Trim.
Yeah. We don't rate you anymore.
Pass the cushion peng.
All right, mate.
Pass the cushion peng. Pass it over. I was like, all right, brother, cool. He goes, no, man, you get me, like, bro, it's really his dad's works here. He's in the UK. Rare. I said, bruv, 21 Savage. All right, bruv. All right, cool.
Cool yourself,
Save Trim, innit? Like, it's weird when you have friends that you go way back with. Why do you doubt them more? You meet someone
from
new.
Old school, that's why.
You meet someone new, they tell you something, you go, yeah, really?
Take it as gospel.
Man, that's
Yeah.
mad. That's, you old school brethren, you know, for 20 years plus, they tell you something in confidence, and you go, all right.
Yeah.
That has never flip-flopped.
Never floppity flopped.
Ever.
So
Floppy.
I hear the news now, and I'm like, hold on a minute. I'm like, yo, so you mean to say 21 Savage is from Romford? I was like, 21 Savage is from Harlesden. I said, what, 21 Savage is from Buckhurst Hill. 21 Savage is from Wembley. I'm like, this is no way. This is also obviously he's been arrested. He got arrested.
Yeah, by ICE.
But where's he originally from?
He's from
he's from
He's
East.
We'll claim him. South London, South East London. We'll claim him.
Probably.
Yeah, no, his dad's from South West London.
Southwest.
I think it's a South.
Southwest. Dad's from
Same.
South, and I believe that mum was from either like North East kind of.
No, chill, Uncle.
Do you?
It's nice. It's nice you being back.
Oh no, bro!
But you gotta relax.
Don't even try to claim it. Do you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to claim the country as opposed to where she's from.
Yes.
Because let me just drop it like this: real talk.
Right.
She is English. Her parents are from some island, some place in the West Indies. Like I'm not sure which one, but it's probably like just anywhere.
It's called Dominica.
Oh yeah, so there,
It's called Dominica. Dominica.
Is it?
Nature Island of the Caribbean. Dominica.
There was an I between the A.
That's why I said
Dominica.
sucker fair at the beginning. I just wanted to put some respect on my hometowns, my home.
Yeah, your hometown.
So
Yeah,
I was
it's
like, so obviously he got arrested, and they're talking about deporting him, and then this whole thing about him being from the UK came up, and then I was just watching the news, and I went online, and they were saying, look, you know, he moved over to America when he was like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, he was young. Yeah,
and he grew up in Atlanta from that point forward.
Yeah.
that's it.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, this is nuts.
It's mad though, but why is it only now they want to deport him?
This is my thing. So this is what I want to get to.
Well,
obviously he's had gun charges.
Yep.
Which
he had a fully loaded on him apparently when they arrested him.
Fully.
Yeah.
Has he done? Did he do anything as a delinquent?
Maybe look, he was out in the
got
streets.
shot,
He always tells you in the interviews, like, don't test me. I've been out here like, getting dirty.
Right.
But everyone was just like, all right, cool. That's just another rapper telling his story of the struggle.
Yeah, which is
part and parcel of you know what I
you've
mean.
heard it 100 million,
just
thousand.
to say I'm thorough and I'm genuine and whatever. But no one paid attention to that.
Yeah.
And then just out of the blue, like that.
But then,
Super Bowl weekend being hosted in Atlanta.
Yeah.
ICE just happened to.
I heard the Super Bowl was trash.
Oh, it was.
It happened to a
wasn't
UK
worth my
rapper.
time staying up.
Do you remember
bro.
Cashtastic?
Yeah.
Why do I remember that name?
Yes.
Cashtastic.
he went back to Yard.
Yeah, he went back to send it back to Yard. But do you know
And
why?
he was
though?
just about. He was bubbling to
Yeah.
pop as well.
Popping.
But how come
They were gonna push the button on him.
How comes it's at that stage? Like, I feel that if he's doing something good and he's positive, and he's, you know what I mean, then why are you trying to choose that time now to deport him?
Like immigration is a weird thing because the laws obviously are strict.
Yeah.
And if you've been, if you're in either America or the UK and you get arrested for anything, they're checking your records you know that's the first thing when they deal with anyone black. They'll go, okay, let's just first of all let's see where it's from, because we might not have to deal with this shit. You know, there was it might be a thing where we can pass it over. So it's one of them things where I don't know how it was missed or what happened, but anyway, 21 Savage turns out to be a UK citizen, and had went over there, born here, went over there, his visa expired, and he kept it pushing.
And did not return.
So,
but that will be more will come out from that. It's just that because of what it is now, what's going on, not much can be divulged about it because it could look a certain way for him. Ideally, he wants to stay in the States.
Of course.
That's where he's getting his bread.
Yeah, that's it. And like,
career's over if he comes to the UK.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah,
what's going to happen? Like, let's even try and look at it as a variable. If he comes over, how does that affect his revenue stream? What he's used to, the size of the shows that he does.
Yeah.
Man's got to deal with Brexit. You don't want to fuck around with that.
That's got to do.
Brother,
I said Brexit.
Stay where you are, B, because it's a mess over here.
He's gonna have to.
Man, always.
But I've noticed a lot.
Choice.
I've noticed a lot in the UK that they're taking the. You know what I mean? They're mocking him.
Yeah.
But it's like only more the UK, but America are more upset about it. But in the UK, they love to mock it. And why is that?
They're doing petitions on it and everything.
It's like they're happy that he's coming over to the cold. Like.
Atlanta's not.
Yeah,
Atlanta's hot Atlanta, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's in his mansion or whatever.
Spiceville. There's a bag of spices in Atlanta.
It's the music capital.
But Chris Brown put up something.
What's that?
Mocking the situation.
Oh, for real?
And Offset jumped on the comments and like had to say
what was
like,
it?
yo,
What
was like, so it was like 21 was doing like a freestyle or something and it was performing.
Right.
But then they took
Michael Dapper's thing.
Yeah. They took a Big Shaq's lyrics and dubbed it underneath it.
It's got the UK thing.
That was kind of funny.
It looks like he looks like a tosser.
Yeah,
it makes him look like a tosser.
Yeah, it's mad.
Chris don't got no respect.
And then Breezy's like, telling Offset like, you're mad sensitive, and you know if you want to check me, you got my number. Pull up if you want to.
Really?
Do it's like Breezy. You're no fucking saint, you know. Like just because you're getting a little bly, don't let people rattle your cage. You got a bag of skeletons in your cage, innit?
Yeah,
just calm down, bro.
The bone collector, man, come like the bone collector.
So the thing now is obviously he's turned his life around.
Yeah,
he's got a really good career.
He's doing good things,
and apparently he's doing things for charities and he's giving back to his community and things of that nature. So what I would hope for is that this all works out for him, and he can continue
100.
with his career. And
I feel he was positive. Like his last project was I was.
Yeah,
but he was also being positive about saying like he didn't see any wealthy people with wearing chains or anything like that.
Right.
So he was like
he went there.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was. Yeah.
And he was talking about investing his money. So I felt like he was more of a refreshing artist for Atlanta, considering they're all about
gold and money and
jewelry. You see Quavo and then it's always new jewelry. And
so they flagged something earlier about a lyric on the album, something where he was comparing like the rich people in the world are mainly like Jewish. And people tried to come out, like this real sensitive people. They didn't realize he was making a point of like, look, we need to try to get up to there because those people work together to get their money up, innit? So they came at him for that.
People with Jewish people, the narrative that's painted that Jewish people have, all Jewish people have money is a misconception.
100%.
But I get what you mean.
But the narrative and how it's been painted to us, like Jesus is white and all that. But but then the other thing is that he went on like a late night show, which is a big deal. If you're a rapper and you get to go on like a late night Jimmy Fallon or who?
Jay Leno.
Nah, he's been retired for years, bro.
No, but I'm saying
Sorry,
as a magnitude.
Yeah. It's a big look.
Yeah.
It's a big look.
Yeah.
And then he must have switched some of the lyrics on the track he's got with J. Cole, which he's got a video for, it's fire called A Lot. He must have switched it and gave social commentary in regards to what's happening.
Yeah.
So imagine if it was you and me did a track and Trim's on it as well, and then Trim realizes this is a big platform to get a point across, and then he slightly switches his message to go, how comes there's like, I don't know, how comes Raheem Sterling and people like that, you lot never highlight the good,
right?
But you lot always highlight the minor stuff.
100%.
And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, raw, he's actually, as you said, bro, like, he's highlighting stuff that's going on in the hood.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it felt like ICE was just there. Like, whoa, wait a minute. This guy's highlighting stuff that's actually going on that the government have control over and they're turning a blind eye to. Yeah. And it felt like they just swooped in. Obviously not, but it just felt so coincidental.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, a man's bringing
Because the
light
amount
to
of
a
gun
real
charges my
problem.
man must have had from back in the day. And they never decided to deport him from back in the day.
Yeah, do you know what? In life, I'm starting to just feel like nothing's coincidental.
And even with the Cash-tastic thing, I heard that it was, this is what I heard, but I heard it was because he didn't speak up about a case to do with another South London.
So they thought, you know what?
And they said, okay, you don't want to cooperate.
Yeah, you got to go.
See you later.
Have
And it's
you
like they
ever
make
thought,
an
like-
example out of certain man.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought, this is really important, do you think Amber Rose might make the trip with him over here?
Oh, wow. I don't know.
I mean, that's
staying out of
important,
that one.
huh?
No, but they're not
she's
together no
making
more, are
money over
they?
there.
They're not together. They're just best friends. They come like best friends.
He should have held on to that till now. So if he has to move, she has to move.
You just want Amber Rose
reckon
here,
he's
bro,
gonna
as
stay.
well.
He just wants the Amber Rose.
I reckon he could fight and he could stay.
Yeah, man, he's got some P. Hopefully, he can work it out.
Hove's been looking
Endorsed
at lawyers
him.
to represent him, innit?
That's good.
See, that's what I want to see.
Because obviously,
But that's
in
a
the street.
big shout from Big Bro.
Yeah.
Seriously.
well,
Yeah.
he's
Salute for that.
him and Meat Meal been on this prison reform situation. So I think obviously there's just so much. I thought about this the other day, and I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd like to live in America. There's so many different variables with it. Okay, cool. You can be there and you can make money and you can make something out of nothing there. But the flip side of it is just being black and just being in the wrong place over there can just get yourself.
Being black is a crime over there, bro.
Yeah, man. What does
Off the
this?
back.
So you know,
It's segregated.
So this situation with what's this guy's name? Jesse.
Jesse Solé.
Samol, something like that?
Samo.
It's got to be
Empire.
French, innit? There's got to be a lay in it as opposed to a let.
Smollett.
Smollett.
From Empire, man.
You know what I mean? The poor guy was just out there, just on his way home at 2 a.m. in the morning, coming out of his
Wanna get some
of
Subway.
a club. You know, he was going to Subway, and someone put a 6-inch in him.
Subbed him.
Beat sub.
Yeah, meat sub, and then put a noose around his neck, and then
Is this true?
put fruit acid on him as well. And so I would say, like,
Citric. They put citric acid on him.
Bruv,
Oh, God forbid.
Bruv, so be in America, bruv. Being in America, just walking down the street at that time of the day or night is free, and being black is really,
It's a jungle out there.
It's hard. Pause. It's hard.
But is that they're saying that this is not actually factual?
Well,
Come on, bro. 45 minutes, you got a noose around your fucking neck.
Yes.
Well, what do you think this is, some S&M session or something? Like, come on, bruv. Nah, I don't care what walk of life you're from.
Yeah.
No one's
Lee
putting that
Daniels
around your
even
neck.
endorsed it to say that it was terrible that what actually happened to him.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be, obviously being the producer of Empire, wouldn't you want to double check that this was solid?
Yeah.
Because
Bruv.
pause.
Bruv.
But you want to make sure it's solid.
Bruv, I think he
Pause
did
again.
double check.
I'd have got
that it was
Lucius to
solid.
run up on him,
Because
bruv.
but maybe they had something, but at the end of the day, it's not something I would want to witness. But at the end of the day, they're saying that there was no footage. You're in this built-up part of Chicago.
Yeah.
With there's no footage. Now, if we're not seeing something and there's bare surveillance everywhere, then are you telling porkies?
Yeah. It's a very difficult one because I was outraged about it. Did you hear about it?
No, I didn't hear.
So basically, one of the actors from Empire,
Main character.
One of the brothers.
main characters.
He plays for the other team. On
plays
the
a
show.
homosexual role in the team,
Okay.
and he's quite popular now to a degree. I mean,
The brother can sing, man.
like,
Don't get twisted.
he's doing his thing anyway.
100%.
So word came out that he was attacked by two guys
With MAGA hats.
With MAGA hats. Bleach was thrown on him, and a noose was tied around his neck, and they ran away after beating him up, saying Trump's
Hell
world
Trump or so. Oh, sorry.
or Hell MAGA or
Yeah.
Hell Mama.
basically something real.
Hell Mama.
Lord Kanye.
No, he didn't say
Hell Mama.
No, he didn't say, bruv. He didn't say Dear Mama. This is
No, Hail Mama.
Hell Mama for what?
Mama. Or Maga.
Maga, yeah,
Or Maga.
Yeah, hell
I thought
Maga.
you said Hail Mama.
Yeah, man, same thing,
like
man.
a mama.
No.
I thought you said.
Not hell mama.
Shut the fuck up.
No. But so obviously this has come out. People are outraged, but word is that it's not 100% true.
True, yeah.
Don't cry wolf.
You can hear crazy stuff, though.
Yeah, so it's like a
It's
hate.
possible. I think what probably happened, like, please don't judge me, but maybe what happened was
what we
there
here for,
was
Trim.
there were some verbals to him.
Verbals to him.
Yeah, someone said something to him.
Yeah.
And said, said something along the lines of
his sexuality.
And
probably his
then
colour of his
he
skin.
was like, do you know, I'm not having this, and was disgruntled and decided to make a big thing out of it. But there's too many things that look outrageous. Like, when you got home, why did you still have the noose on your neck?
Yeah.
Why
why did you go to he went to the hospital with a noose around
Yeah,
his
he went to the hospital with the noose around his neck, like they couldn't untie it.
Yeah.
And then I want to just know, what are these things?
Now
why
it
are
sounds
these,
like a setup.
why
It sounds like
a little
a
bit?
setup.
And
Told you,
also,
it's an
like, there
empty,
were so
bro.
many different things that came up for me, and I just thought to myself,
The man trying
"Ooh,
to-
does it?" And then you went home and then made the phone call,
Yeah,
as
what-
opposed to
yeah,
something just
on-
happened
on-
to you,
on deck.
and you're a star.
Yeah.
He is a star. He's
Yeah.
not
Recognised.
He's not like on. It's not like
Tried to
Jeffrey,
drink.
even though Jeffrey's a star on what's it called, on Fresh Prince or
some
whatever.
respect.
But he's not. Put some respect on Jeffrey's forehead. But you know what I mean? It's just like, come on, look at the difference. It's mad.
So I am in limbo with the situation because I'm like,
that sounds nice.
You know,
Man, I bend. Man, I bend. Man, I bend.
I'm in limbo with
Bending back.
the
Are you really
situation
in limbo?
because I'm
Do you
not.
want to choose another word?
No.
I don't want you to be in limbo because I care.
He's confused.
I'm not 100% sure if it's true or not, because if it is a hate crime and this shit was
Then it
happening,
needs to get locked down.
I will apologize for the feeling some type of way. The other side of it is, it kind of seems a bit suspect. Like, you know, like, I'm not saying it's true, but I just feel like he just got in an altercation with an ex.
With an ex?
Or a current, well, it's definitely an
With a
ex
current
now.
bun.
Yeah, probably his ex is probably called
an ex
Leroy
now,
or something.
and he got into an altercation.
Yeah, but he's a mugger.
Yeah.
And
So
he's
if he's
he's dressing it up to, because obviously he doesn't want to come out and say this is what actually happened. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just hope for the best for him. I hope that he recovers. I hope that
Definitely.
he
heals.
Yeah, he heals.
course.
Yeah, bruv, and everything's calm. So there's a few things I want to talk about tonight, man. And
Hit it.
it's gonna take an interesting. This is gonna be an interesting conversation
Cool.
because definitely it's
Are
about
we going there?
it's about race,
Ooh.
Okay.
and we don't really talk about this too much. I mean,
Yeah.
we have touched on it from time to time, but we never really delved in. Remember the conversation I had with Wezzy just about
That was
culture.
entertaining.
about the culture and him not being part of the culture, not being of the culture. And,
said that he really felt
shout out to Wezzy, by the way. Yeah, man. Shout out to Wezzy,
My
man.
guy
Yeah,
Wez.
man. Yeah, man.
Chilling.
We see you soon, man.
And
Big up
Sammy,
Sammy. Big up
wagwan.
Sammy. Yeah, brap. So when you talk about race, it's sometimes I'm tired of talking about it.
Yeah.
But
It's never gonna go away,
Things
though.
that's happening, and this is a podcast, so we have to delve.
Touch
We have
it.
to dive in. But
Pause.
Liam Neeson
Wow. That man there.
did an interview with the Independent. Was it?
No, he did not.
That was a Hollywood interview, right?
He did
was
it
it BBC?
with Good Morning.
No. Originally, he did the interview with the Independent based on the movie that he's got coming out. Good Morning is something that happened
Afterwards, yeah.
So originally, he was having a conversation about a movie. No, he was talking about the movie, and the movie is based on revenge. You know, Liam Neeson loves his revenge
his
movies.
revenge
bro.
things.
Loves a revenge movie. And in that conversation with the publicist or interviewer,
Yeah. The journalist.
yes, thank you for that, Trim.
Love.
He was talking about a situation where a close friend of him was raped. This is 40 years ago.
Northern Ireland.
Was it in Northern Ireland? Because
Yeah,
I've
it was.
at this point in time, I have not got a confirmation of where this situation happened.
Yeah,
he was in Northern Ireland.
He mentioned it like it was in Northern Ireland. He set it up with how you're setting it up, and then he went a bit further, said like
He elaborated.
being in Northern Ireland,
Which is why I tweeted what I tweeted, and anyway, so a situation in Northern Ireland where a friend of him was raped, close friend of his,
female.
She reported back to him. He asked her, which was weird, what color was he?
Yeah, but he also stated what it is that you've seen the clip. You've seen it. Did you read?
I read the article.
Okay, so you read the article as opposed to there's a clip which is maybe over 2 minutes or something like that, and then there's a further clip which is actually over 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So when you see the 10-minute and it's not edited,
you
get to hear and he gives an explanation on.
Well, they had this obviously when we all saw it. It was basically a big soundbite and a clickbait because it was just like, boom, this is what he said. So anyway, he said anyway, a close friend of him got raped. He asked her what color was he. She said to him he was black. He went on to say that he felt some type of way about the situation, and for a week he walked the streets with a kosh looking for a black bastard to kill.
Jeez.
wishing a motherfucker would say something to him.
So
so he wasn't looking for the black bastard.
Just any.
He was just looking for a black bastard.
he was looking for a black bastard.
Anyone in this room.
And then he said that he roamed the streets. He said after a week he felt ashamed about the situation, knowing that obviously it was wrong. In Northern Ireland, this is why I need to know, really, I really need to know this. All our listeners, viewers, just confirm this with me. But anyway, he said that in Northern Ireland, him growing up, there was a lot of oppression and a lot of things going on.
He named it the struggles.
Yeah, struggles, and he was going through a lot as a man in that neck of the woods, and he kind of took his frustrations out on. He felt like he wanted to take his frustrations out on a black person. After that particular situation happened, I read the news, boom, everybody's like, John Barnes drops a big one, drops it straight, boom.
No diarrhea.
This can be taken out of context. Everybody's jumping down his throat. Everybody's saying, Liam Neeson is racist. This, by the way, I haven't formed my opinion on it yet. I'm just kind of trying to just delve in and get into the nitty gritty of the situation so I can form my own opinion. John Barnes saying, everybody's taking this out of context. He applauds Liam Neeson for saying what he said, and based on, stereotypes of different ethnic minorities, he can understand why Liam Neeson felt this type of way.
So can I just drop it like this? Can I drop it like this? Let's flip it.
That's crazy.
For example, if this situation had happened to someone that was very dear to you, and it may have been someone, in your younger years, I'm gathering he was in maybe his
26.
He was in his 20s. And this happened, and can anybody, like for yourself, what type of temperament did you have as opposed to now? What type of temperament did you have when things like this happened, and how you would have felt if this was something that you had heard?
I thought about it in the sense of, I don't know, I can't speak, this is again, I'm not speaking for anyone here.
It's about you.
Right. I remember when I was in high school and the Nation of Islam came down to our school. I was around maybe 14, 15 years old. They came down and school allowed them in, and the school allowed them to run a class.
Like a workshop.
Because obviously they have kids in the school who are black, and they felt like they needed to know certain things, which was quite forward thinking in that sense. Anyway, long story short, we had the lesson. For me, walking out of that classroom, I felt like I was duped. And don't forget, I've got a young, impressionable mind right now. And I'm like, fucking hell, is this what white people have been fucking doing? For how long? Don't forget, when you're that age as well, you're not, and especially in the UK, you're not checking for colour at that age. You might not, you look at another black person in your year or in another class and you relate because you go, all right, you look like me. Yeah. But you're not checking history and you're not being taught all sorts of things. So you get your usual history lessons about Hitler and all that stuff, but you're not getting the lessons on being black and where you're from and your heritage. So when we got that, I was like, I looked around and I was like, fucking hell, I want to lick off a white brother's head right now.
So what's the difference?
I want to lick his head off. So when I was reading about this whole Liam Neeson situation, I did say to myself, you know what, yeah?
You can relate.
I get it. I do. Like, his friend has been raped. She's told him he's black.
The fact is he's black.
He's gone, holy moly, I'm going to go beat up. I'm going to go fuck up a black person.
So hold on a minute. So what
that's still not going to change the fact that it happened, though.
No, it doesn't. That he did it, that he went out to do it, but he did not actually touch a black person. He had every opportunity to do so. How come it didn't pop?
But this is the question.
So hold on, let me finish.
This is how he felt, basically.
So this is my point. It's not about. I personally think it's got nothing to do with black people. This has nothing to do with black people.
Talk to me.
I think that this has got to do with someone being angry about someone hurting their friend, and it could have been a Chinese man, it could have been an Indian man, it could have been a white man, it could have been an English man. He's Irish. If it was an Englishman, he's like, I'm gonna fuck up that English cunt.
Yeah, because obviously
I don't think it's got nothing to do with colour. He also said that, and I don't commend what he's doing because why is he trying to hurt people? But at the same time, he was incensed.
I'm just saying that.
And then he realised what he was doing and the level he brought himself down to. But that could be based on immaturity. That might not even be under the variable of being racist. He states he's not racist. Whether he is or not, I don't care. I don't care if he's racist. At least if he is racist, at least I know. At least, okay, thanks for being honest and saying that you wanted to fuck up
He might not have been racist. It might have been after that.
Yeah.
Might have been after that
situation. These are the type of things that can make you racist, though. That person did, depending on your mentality.
You see, right now, so, again, I'm trying to cipher this thing. I'm trying to cipher it. I'm checking what
it can come from a place of ignorance sometimes.
I'm checking what people are saying.
Yeah.
I'm checking on how my view on it, because obviously I'm like, Rad, Liam, bruv, what happened to you, bruv? Taken one was off the chain, fam. Like, am I gonna have to do the R. Kelly thing with you right now? Start locking off your discography? I'm gonna have to,
it's impossible for you to lock off his discography. You actually can't. You listen to, even if you don't listen to R. Kelly's music, you listen to R. Kelly's music. Argue with me if you want.
Bruv, I can't listen to R. Kelly no more.
You can't listen to R. Kelly sing. But you listen to his words, baby.
No, bruv.
You listen to R. Kelly's words, baby.
I can't listen to...
Have you ever, when you was trying not to think about it, and then, I don't see nothing.
Oh yeah, bruv. I told the man them. Without digressing, I told the man them, bruv. The jigger song. What's that tune, bruv? Yo, niggas can't touch me. Niggas can't touch me. Kelly, and I was like, you fucking bastard.
When you first copped the album, Best of Both Worlds, Gino told me about Best of Both Worlds. HMV, I think we went to HMV.
I said, why you sing Chigga, Kelly, the background vocals was ill.
Minna, touch no, young, nani.
So I was like, Liam, man, why are you doing this right now? And I was like, and I said, and I put, and this is the thing, because there was loads of outrage about it. Everyone was like, fuck Liam Neeson, he's racist, this and that, and rare. And that's the typical thing that social media do. Social media go in,
cancel him one time.
Cancel man, straight cancel culture.
Yeah.
Cancel man one time and don't really dig in the crates. So I was like, I put up, I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was along the lines of, bruv, you sure that this story is not just something that you just came up with in an interview? Because you said you was in Northern Ireland. There's no black people in Northern Ireland, bro.
In those days,
that's not true.
That's not true, bro.
Okay, cool.
All right, even if even if there's a small minority of black people in Northern Ireland.
What made me do that? Samantha Bumba. Yeah, Samantha Bumba.
She wasn't alive then, bruv.
She was.
Nah.
She wasn't alive 40 years ago.
Not 40 years ago,
Exactly.
but how many black men? No.
Now wait a minute.
I remember.
Shout out to man them that use the word sparse. Yeah, them man there that use the. Shout out to man that use the word sparse. Certain men are serious about their wordplay, you know.
Yeah, mash the mic, man. It's cool. It's nothing. Last time we did that, the whole show.
So, but all right, let's just keep it a buck. There's not going to be too many people 40 years ago in Northern Ireland.
He should have probably.
So
been
him
easy
looking
to
around
find.
for someone black in Northern Ireland in a pub. First of all, black people don't go for pub.
Yeah.
He didn't say pub. Did he say looking in?
He said pub.
He said chicken shop.
He said, bro.
Yeah. Because I remember they got a Morley's. They got a Morley's in Belfast. They got a Morley's in Belfast.
That's disrespect.
So if they were Morley's, they probably would have found him. They probably would have found him.
I said there's Morley's in the bro.
I went to Chicken Cottage, man.
I'm just
McMorley's.
There's black people are far and few between in Northern Ireland 40 years ago. So I think even if, like, you know the man there that find out something's happened to a friend of theirs, a close friend, go out with a kosh, but really ain't gonna chuck it with no one because you saw a couple black men and you thought maybe this is
and
not.
they're tense.
Yeah,
they're tense because they're in the. If you're black and you're in Northern Ireland, you could probably fight.
Yeah,
that man's
you could probably talk.
That man's probably fresh off the geese boat, bruv.
If you're walking anywhere around Belfast,
I think that's over.
Bro, anywhere around Belfast, bruv.
Come on, man.
It's real life,
bruv. I went to Belfast back in the day when I was on the music thing hard, and they were like, "Yeah, this club is cool, but if you walk outside and go right,
it's over.
It's not cool.
You will need to do the moonwalk.
Yeah. Forward, not backward.
Forward.
Forward. You have to go forward in the moonwalk.
So I mean,
running.
So this is what I did with the situation. In conclusion, I was like, and I don't know how. Obviously, you lot form your own opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like this. Maybe he said too much, and maybe he could have worded. You know, you've got a publicist. That's why you have a publicist to go, look, don't say that. Say this. Because you could have just said, look, my friend got raped and I was looking for the person who raped her.
Done.
To kill him. We could have all gone,
admirable.
I feel you, bro. Yeah. I feel you. Any one of my brethren, if Drizzy Freckle gets raped,
whoa.
If Drizzy Freckle gets raped, bruv. If you get raped, fam, I've got your back 100%.
Pause.
Why you got why you say rape and got your back at the same, bro? You can't do,
I will protect, bro. I will go out there.
You gate it. You do that now.
And I will say, I won't even hesitate. I'll say, look, I'm gonna fight. Who was he?
I'm gonna what?
I'm gonna say, who was he?
Why has it got to be he though? Put some respect on there, please. See, and he's gonna do that. In my head, I'm like, yeah, G's gonna throw it and say, it's a spice, a nice little spice. He's rolled differently, but he's staying as a friend as a guy. Yeah, I control you.
You're holding now.
You gotta relax, bro. You gotta relax.
Bro.
Okay, I'll get your point though. Cool. You don't have to mention it again, but I get your point.
Get his point.
Yeah. Pause.
The man, I get your point.
But you get me. But like, bottom line is,
pause.
I probably have or will forgive him for that indiscretion because I feel like
I don't even care.
Like, you know, he could have just chose his words wisely, but I can understand how he felt. And this is a man that's, you know, he's done a lot.
It's who's reporting it though.
Yeah.
Can I just say
that's the main thing because I feel like when people report things, that's what, you know what I mean. It makes people have an opinion about it, but it's like
they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, it's like people should have freedom of speech, so people can really say what they want, even if we don't agree with it. But who's reporting it?
I'm more worried about the person that tries to tailor their shit.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the person.
Sometimes I reckon there's an agenda behind it.
And then for I can't say black, so I'm gonna say this.
Colored.
Yeah, the fact that it was a black person, he wanted to fuck up a black bastard. It could have been a Chinese bastard. It could have been a white bastard. It could have been a Hindi bastard. It could have been a Somali bastard. It could have been a Mexicano.
Yeah, but I get that. But if he had directed it to the one black bastard that did the rape, cool. But he was on anyone.
Yeah.
So
because
you see red. So, you see, Yeah. He did see red still.
That's what she's
He
reported.
said it,
And he's like, I'm gonna look for that.
I respect the
Such
fact
and
that he said that he went to seek. He
I
went
don't
to
agree
speak
with
to
it,
a
but-
priest.
Yeah.
He done this thing, like he realised, I actually dropped my levels.
Yeah.
I dropped my levels. I want to up my thing.
Yeah.
You get what?
His insulin was low. The insulin was low.
Insulin or whatever. But at the end of his incident was low. But at the end of the day, we know that there's a possibility that he could have a go at a blackie.
Well, he was in. Was it in? He's in a new movie. He's in, or there's something he's done recently with a black woman.
Yeah, lying down. I rob.
I
Widows.
knew you
With
know.
Viola Davis. Sorry.
See there? Has she said anything about it?
I don't think she's said anything yet.
keeping it calm.
Very outspoken.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to
And
pay
she's not
attention
said
to-
nothing.
Yet.
Right.
So I think she's sitting back to get her facts. And
Yeah.
because when she lights you up,
Yeah.
she lights you the fuck
Fire.
up.
Right.
Strong, independent
Octane.
sister. She will light you the fuck. So I think she's getting a little details and then let's
and
go.
then being ready.
So I want to ask you guys this question.
Yeah, do that.
Based on this situation, do you think that we are all a little bit racist?
Racist or prejudice?
Do you think we have
I
certain...
think it's something that's taught. Sorry to cut you there.
Yeah, no.
It is.
I think it's something that's taught, and they constantly keep reminding you and teaching you to separate yourselves. That's what it is. I think that's something that
Is it
It's like when
unconscious?
you-
Is it an unconscious
It's like when
thing?
you see a baby, you might see a baby and you're sitting there looking at this baby. It'll be a white baby, Chinese baby. The baby don't see no color when it's looking at you.
No.
Yeah.
It's not gonna have that feeling from that age. It's
Maybe
only
play with black babies
something
and
that's
that.
taught to him through who it's around over time.
Well, you know, when I say unconscious, I feel like right. I would say, I would 100% put my hands up and say I am not racist in the sense of I'm not out here looking to kill anybody who is not of my color.
That doesn't mean that you're...
No,
Sorry,
because racism is built.
Racism,
if you check the word racism in the dictionary, is based on hurting an individual that isn't
The same color.
the same color as you.
Yeah.
That's the typical. Then there's little digression. What do you call it? What would you call it?
Call it self-hate.
There's different levels of it. Biasness.
Yeah.
Biasness. There's another word for it. Prejudice.
Prejudice,
There's different levels of being of that, of that word. But
Because it could be religion and...
it could be religion. Because obviously I've got friends around me who are from different cultures. Arab,
Many.
Indian, Hindu, black, Chinese, white. Do you know what I mean? My wife is white. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can't, if I'm going to go rare, if I'm going to, I have to, I'm definitely not racist.
Yeah.
There's none of them I want to hurt, but I would definitely throw jabs at any one of them.
I respect that.
This is my brethren who's Arab. Bruv, we went to Las Vegas, bruv, and he came over and he was like, bruv, I might get stopped at the airport. And I said, you probably will, because Donald Trump wants
to my brethren too.
Donald Trump wants to stop Arab people from going on. And from your name is it's gonna get peak for you, fam.
Is his name really that long?
And you can look at that and go, rare, bruv. That's a little bit
That's the
racist.
shorter version of his
That's
name.
a little, but because he's my brethren.
Yeah, from early.
It's not going to be. He's not going to take it. He's not going to. He's not going to take it any type of way.
Sounds like
You know what I mean?
How do you feel
Like
about
nibbles.
How do you feel about your brethren using the N-word?
That's they know.
Interesting.
They know.
But how is it though? Is it, can they use it?
No.
I don't use it.
But that's see, look, there's a mic going again.
Yeah.
But that's the line there.
Yeah.
Lift it and then drop it above.
I
have to
don't
drop
use
it
it. That word's not in my vocabulary anymore, because I thought if I want to solve the problem, I can't be part of the problem.
Yeah. You can't be using it.
I hear it in music, obviously.
But sometimes does it slip out your mouth still?
Nah, because
Pause.
nah.
Yeah, pause.
Thank you guys. Nah, like when I make the decision, I'm not going to use that word anymore.
Yeah.
I started recording my brethren's "What's up, King?"
Yeah.
I remember one of my
Lift.
boys
Yeah.
looked at me. He looked at me so confused, like,
Why are
"You
calling
cool?"
me-
I'm like,
calling me
"Yeah,
king?
bro, King." It's like, nah,
I love the word king.
Man ain't no king.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love the
man
word
ain't no king. Man's in the street trying to rub 2 pounds together. I say, that's cool,
that's
bro.
interesting.
That's your environment. But mentally, if you think about it, you're a king.
Yeah.
And it took a while for him to adjust to me calling him king as opposed to yeah.
See, I still use the word because I just love it.
But it's interesting though.
I
like,
love using the word nigga. It's just
Yeah.
this, I love it. And because I can use it, it's maybe it's immature of me, but I just find it real.
Hey, that's you, bro. I
But then when
look at
but
you different.
this is back to the point that you're saying, it's like,
Excuse me.
because I use it as well sometimes, but then I have to come away from it because if I
to you using the word, yeah, respect.
But then when you're using it, you can't have an issue with people using the word.
No,
if you do,
if you used it.
But what I'm saying to you is, there's boundaries where
Levels.
there's levels because
Levels to the
people around me tend not to use it if they're not of my culture.
But around you don't know what bad.
So if a white person is around me and they would never use the word, and if it comes out of their mouth, then they will get G-checked.
Yeah, because you don't know where it's coming from.
But at the same time, I'm not that naive to think that white people don't use it when they're not around us, or when songs are on, or at a Drake concert, or you know what I mean. I know that it gets used, so I can kind of give that a little bit of leverage. But if you're going to use it around me, it's like, bruv, real talk. Like, I've had to pull someone up about it, not of late, but
you have it in the
I
past.
have like gone, bro.
Because I feel in the UK, it's undercover racism.
Yeah.
Oh, UK's the worst for it.
It's mainly like America is more segregated. It's obvious, but like in the UK, it's more undercover racism.
So let me talk about this because it's along the same lines. We were talking about it in the group.
Yes.
I was watching this Nick Cannon. He's got a show on YouTube. Class. Nick Cannon's Class.
Cannon's Class. Yeah.
Nick's
Okay.
Class. Cannon's Class.
Your ass.
Something so.
You know your ass.
And he had someone from the Nation of Islam. And he was talking to them about do black men respect white women more than they do black women? And obviously, in the Nation of Islam, white people are not allowed in the Nation of Islam. So you could guess what the guy from the Nation of Islam said. He was just like, bro, black men ain't respecting black women, and we should, put them on a pedestal, and we should salute them, and we should be with them more than any other race. This was his take on it. Nick's take was a little bit more comedical because he tries to be like that.
That's his persona.
But also he was like, look, I'm in a position where I can have what I want, and I want where black people couldn't be with someone white back in the day. I feel like this is what Nick's saying. I want the fruit of all labour.
He said he wants them all. He didn't even say he wants white.
Yeah.
He said I want them all.
Man thinks he's having a packet of Starburst,
so
bro.
I watched it, flung it in the group, directed it to Maintain. Shout out to Maintain.
Yes, brother.
The reason why I directed to him, because he's married to someone white.
Okay.
And I wanted to get his view, an opinion on the situation, being as though I'm also married to someone who's white. Yeah. So he first was like, what did he say? Something along the lines of, I don't even understand what they're talking about, or I might be misquoting him, but he was on the line. I asked him what he got from it. He was like, I didn't get anything from that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I said to him, bro, how could you not? I got. And I explained to him
Some people don't feel the need to have to talk about it because they don't want to face it. Some people, and I'm not saying that that's maintained. Yeah. I'm just saying generally, people don't want to. If you're in a relationship with any other race, and you're going through it, all you really want to do is love the motherfucker. Yeah. Because you made the choice to be with them. Sorry for calling other halves motherfuckers. But I'll actually take it back and say, but
I get you.
It isn't.
I get you.
But so whoever you love, choose who you may.
Yeah.
It's up to you, because there might be someone outside. You haven't met anyone within your race that can make you feel the way that they make.
But
you
let's
feel
not get too far. Let's not go too far. Let's not go too far. He didn't go. He was like, look, I didn't get anything from it. I was like, bro, I got a lot from it. I was like, first of all, the guy from the Nation of Islam, he's being a little bit, Nation of Islamish. You know the ones there where like
he doesn't budge on anything.
Okay, strict. He has
an agenda.
He's like, just keep it one race, keep it all above board, and it's black women or nothing else. And cool, if that's how you feel and that's that's what you're about, that's up to you. But for me, I was not offended. I wasn't offended. I was like intrigued, because if for me personally, if we're going to change this world, that's the type of.
I think it's the fact that they even call it color. Like there's supposed to be 5 shades.
See, you going.
And one guy said I can't remember one of my.
You're
clients.
going there.
Yeah, one of my clients back in the day, and he said he went down the river now. He said every stop they were a different shade.
Pow.
Darker and darker and darker.
Right.
So it's nothing to do with color.
Yeah.
It's because we're taught that.
That's right.
What you end up with,
There's
if you love the girl, you love the girl, innit? Don't matter what color.
And this is where I'm saying about the way that religion does it, the way that race does a lot of
Stereotypes.
It does a lot of division. Where you know, it's got funny. It's funny how it's there's a lot of people who's naive. Like the reason why we're light, the reason why I'm red is probably because one of my ancestors is white.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I was red. I came out with red hair when I was born.
So
they call you red skin when you're from Jamaica. I was a red baby.
Yeah.
Red skin you. I've always been called a red skin you. So and you go, when you dig deeper, when you're darker, obviously your melanin stronger and you're more obviously more of an African,
you would turn
African descent. You get me? Yeah. So that's neither here nor there in that sense. But the fact of the matter is, when I was speaking to the man them about it, I was like, for me, it's about love. And I'm always promoted love. I've always been somebody who's been about love. I've grown up in this society and I've dated women from all cultures.
That's the beauty of London.
And I've never, it's weird because I spoke to my mum about it this weekend. Shout out to mum, I love you. And she never said to me, why? Now bring this girl around here, this black girl around here, this white girl around here, this. She would say to me, don't bring that girl around here.
Yeah.
That's what she'd say. And she would never put a colour on it.
Specific
She was just like, that girl there ain't for you.
Remember that jagger back?
You see it there?
Nobody bring her around.
You see it there? And it was real. So
Me not cooking.
it was real. So I've always managed to, and obviously being in music, as you know, and that you travel, and when you travel, your taste buds start to get.
You feel more
satisfied.
Mine opens up.
Yeah, bro. Bro.
Does it get creamier?
It gets your taste buds get.
There's
like,
more than one spice in the cupboard, you know.
It gets. You know, there was there. No, look what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you're rolling a boat.
And you start seeing the beauty in so many different cultures. I remember I dated a girl, a Spanish girl. She was in university and she was out in Prague.
What's her name? Consuelo.
I met her in bruv.
That's racist.
Check it. I met her in the club. All the man was out. We were in the club. She was on the dance floor waving her hair. She was on this waving her hair shit, yeah?
Yeah.
And I was like,
man
them, these times, the man them are there and there's full force on her. And if I didn't do what I did, I probably would have missed out on the love. But them man, they went to the bar and was gassed on champagne. I went to the dance floor because I know what time it is out here.
You wanted to flick his hair.
Yeah. So anyway, I met her. Spanish, she was Spanish. Oh man, the girl, man, like off the chain. And I'm meeting her, and she was she would tell me stuff in her language, and I would like, fuck, that's real. And she would do, and it was and then obviously
How did you know what she was saying?
No, because she could speak English.
Oh, no, she'd break it down to you.
But she would,
she'd give you the subtitles underneath.
Yeah, she'd give me the
Spanish
thing.
fly.
Yeah. So by the end of the night, she's like, oh, Ray, he's from UK, but he's Jamaican, and I'm like, oh, Rare, she's in Prague, but she's Spanish, and
how much mixtures of.
Yeah, and I wouldn't go as far as to say since then. I've just gone as far as to say I've never ever dated one particular race.
Yeah,
like ex-girlfriend, Persian. Oh my goodness gracious, Napa Man K. Goodness gracious, Persian.
This is the second time she's mentioned on the show, you know.
Persian women are absolutely flamboyant.
Yeah.
They know what time.
What do you mean by fuck? Can you elaborate?
Persian women are like, no man,
I'm joking.
No, this is BC, bruv.
Happily married and all that.
This is BL.
This is there, man. This is BC, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Persian women are gifted.
Cool.
Very gifted.
Let's not go too far. Though.
No, man, bruv.
Okay, then go far.
Bruv,
go far.
Bruv, I got the juice on me.
I don't mind that. My book's in the right place. I'm cool. Let's go far.
Persian women are again quite similar to our culture, black culture. Very family orientated.
Great cook.
Love to cook. So you already know.
Bruv.
And
One of my good
and very
golden complexion
and very loving. Like they're very loving and they're always on serving, man.
Yeah.
So like I will go to her house. She'd be like, "Babe, what do you need?" And I'm like, "Fucking hell." Yeah.
I want some rice with some saffron in it.
Yeah,
and
I want
some.
What my ancestor cooked in
Yeah, the gold rice. Remember the rice changed colour and all that. Remember, her pops used to throw it down. He had a
Salute.
Yeah, he had a restaurant in where is
What
it?
is
Near
saffron?
Lancaster
Saffron,
Gate.
I've heard of it. It's like a herb,
in
innit?
Lancaster Gate. What's that place near is it Mr. Chew or whatever?
I don't know, my G.
Near, not just before Marble Arch, but anyway.
Is it near the chicken shop Liam Neeson was at?
Nah, not there. There's no black people there.
Okay.
It was just past Grove. Anyway, but yeah, so my friend Jasmine there, her people,
the saffron.
100%, yeah. Saffron and
and
the
they-
guys went to the yard, massive house in Hampton.
Oh, when they bring you
first
in.
house I went to with pillars. Her house was the first house I went to with pillars.
Oh my goodness
Mad.
gracious me.
And then she was, remember when I went LA?
Yeah.
And I met Rashad? It was through her.
See, right.
Jeez.
Persian women, salute to all
Salute.
Persian
Yeah.
people, families.
Salute to everybody.
Yeah, man.
I salute to everyone, but I'm
But yeah,
right now. We're on the Persian.
I know
team.
we're on the Persian margin.
Persian excursion.
and
The Persian excursion.
And again, like I've just always been about love and who you love. So like, you know, we need to just carry on that tradition. I love that word, tradition.
Yeah, but who's not?
No,
That's my point.
no, but people do. People. You know what people are like? Like people are like, oh, this is me. That's it. And that's your preferences. Your preferences.
Yeah.
But I'm about progressing, and I guess everybody's got their experiences.
Exactly. So do you grudge? That don't even make sense me saying it, but like obviously me, I'm black and I'll say my preference. I prefer black women.
Yeah.
I do promote love and everybody knows me.
Yeah.
Everybody knows whoever has ever come into my experience or whatever, I always go out of my way to help people, whatever. But there's something about my black sisters that I just think to myself, you are amazing, and I hold them up there.
That's
and
amazing.
that doesn't mean that I hold anybody else lower.
No.
I'm just saying that
That's just your
I love
preference.
you.
No, but that's what I'm saying. There's a difference in preference, and there's a difference between prejudice. See what I'm saying? I'm sure that you could or have or would come across somebody outside your colour and feel their vibe and keep it 100% jiggy.
I felt many vibes.
Yeah,
I vibe,
You know what I
baby.
mean?
I vibe, but like,
preferences
I
is
don't care no, I can't even. I'm
it
trying to
then.
think
Yeah,
of
that's
a
it.
race that I haven't troubled.
yeah, that's it, and that's
Trying to think.
That's the
When you
beauty
get
of
to
being
go,
from
when you
London
was
as well.
younger, and you got, I was lucky enough to trouble cultures from my early age.
man, trouble
Man was
culture.
hungry. I had the yard to myself, and I could go and do
You
what I
could
want.
garnish.
Personally,
I
I
could
don't
go and
care.
do what I want.
Yeah, you
I
could.
think
So-
all cultures are beautiful.
Yeah, when you get to go, say
All
for
cultures are
instance, you're
beautiful.
going out.
If I could, I'd have one of each.
Yeah.
If you-
But imagine this. So when you're younger and you can go to Trocadero
And then,
and then bring whoever you want back. When you go to Trocadero, you're meeting
spices.
her one.
who here had the thought of one day, and this is when you was young,
Yeah.
like just breeding every nation.
Yeah.
Why not?
Of course, 'cause you wanna see
Benetton.
the mix
Remember
would be
that?
like,
Benetwood.
Remember that
Or
you used to
like
go
Chinese
rare.
food.
You know what? I'd
Of
love to
course.
just breed up that, breed
Yeah.
that, breed that. It's not totally impossible, but
It's not impossible.
No, it's not impossible, but it is. You know,
it's not.
How many
it's a lot.
races
It's
are there?
it's hard
It's
work.
not advised.
How many?
Until you get, like, one woman
You
and
got
realise,
Burkina
well,
Faso.
yeah.
You got. No, I'm joking. But I'm just trying to think. Like, I think that would make it a better place.
Yeah.
You know,
beat like if anybody that. No, I'm joking. But I was gonna make a request that anybody that wanted to do that, they could
do so.
experience.
When me and you had clashed heads, in the group was
Talk to me.
that you said
Yes.
you made the blanket statement of
Yes.
black men
Yeah.
don't appreciate sisters, or we don't
I
put them up there.
said, this is what I said. I said that it seems, the operative word being seems, is that our black brothers do not love our black women. So then I was then told that, then I was asked again, all? And I said many.
Yeah.
But that's my perception.
Yeah.
As opposed to anybody else's. I was told not to generalize.
But where does that-
Hold on.
Okay.
So I was told not to generalize. And I thought to myself, yeah, but if I do generalize, then that's offensive.
Yes, that's where I felt offensive when he said that. So I had to, step in the ring.
But step in the ring. Step in the ring when I talk about you. Step in the ring when I say, Drizzy, you're doing this.
Right.
But if I generalize, you, and the one thing you should know is if you do know me, you shouldn't give a fuck. It should not itch you. You shouldn't get an inch from that because of knowing my intent. And
he's got something.
It's like when a woman is scorned by another guy. Yeah. Let's say G.
Yeah.
He's scorned her.
Why me, man?
Lightly.
What, you think I forgot about it?
Have you never scorned?
Come on, man.
You look like a scorner. You look like a scorner.
Scorn scumbag.
Hey, scorner. Oh.
Whoa, scorner.
No. Let's take anything like that we would retract. But yeah. Because it's not like when you got abused. I mean, like when we would say you got abused.
He's the reason R. Kelly made the song "When a Woman's Fed Up."
Yeah. Ain't nothing you gonna do about it.
Yo, niggas get to their point. See,
that's
why you gotta use the word.
It's like when a female's scorned by another guy. Yeah. She'll run because when it's airing now, she'll run on social media and straight away she won't say Larry, Tom, Harry, or John. Right. She'll say all men are dogs, and I'm sitting there like. Nah, babes, not me.
So?
Nah, but it's all men are dogs.
All right, so for you to have to make that comment, oh, not me. Like,
no, I don't make the comment.
Is she gonna say, oh, sorry, I forgot, and I believe you?
No,
bro, you have doggish ways.
No, I don't.
Do you not?
I don't. Hold on.
I'm just asking a question. Hit me, because you're kind of.
You gotta relax.
Yeah, I don't mind relaxing.
I don't comment and say not me. In my head, I'm like, no, don't paint me in that brush. Now back to you about dogs. We're all dogs. I've got doggish ways. I'm a polite savage.
So you just contradicted your whole thing?
No. Because
we're all dogs.
No.
They say we're dogs.
I think. There's levels.
I'm the wrong person. I think. Maybe I'm the wrong person because I'm pedantic. When you're pedant, you will nyam everything. You'll just look at and chop it up.
What I think I don't know. I don't want to.
It's for him to check me.
Look. Okay. For an example,
I'm not a dog. Yes, I am.
For an example,
I'm not a dog. Yes, I am.
No. Wait. Women have said all men are dogs, right? Women class us as dogs.
Yeah.
Right?
When they're angry.
When
they're angry.
Tell me how a guy if a guy sleeps with a woman and never contacts her again, she'll feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Right? If there's a guy that's sleeping with her regularly, but nothing happens, why is he in the same boat as the guy who slept with her that one time and never contacted her again? How are those two people the same?
Okay, what my point is why does it matter? Someone says something to you about all men, I'm not jumping on it because I don't care. If I don't feel that way about it, it's irrelevant.
But we're talking about, you know what it is? It's that particular subject about black men not loving their black women enough and putting white women up there more.
I didn't say that part though.
I
didn't say that part.
No, but that's what
I get that, but I was speaking.
One thing, is that generally in the UK or is that worldwide perspective?
If I'm being, first and foremost, looking at it across the board, I'm looking at whether it's media. I'm looking at so in the videos. What's the problem? It doesn't matter what you do. You're vexed because I got you,
I'm not vexed.
and I understand that, and I appreciate. So you should, because you got some shit to learn.
Okay,
so my point is,
me, uncle.
That's all right. There's no problem. When we look at videos, when we look at the media, when we look at across the board, like even if. I had a conversation with someone where they was talking about when we was at school. They had a certain look that they were looking for that they thought was the thing. Mm-hmm. Whether as it was a preference. As a preference that they liked that. You get what I'm saying? And it wasn't black, even though they're black. You get what? So it's like, okay, you can look at those things and think that's good for now. Yeah. But then now their outlook might be, I like European. Or I like, or I've come home, or whatever. So it's subjective at the end of the day what you like.
But okay, yeah. But this, and again, I'm going on how I felt about what I'm also going on based on the topic of discussion, and also on what we're trying to get to.
Yeah.
Yes, I do believe that there is black men that take the piss out of black women and fucking mistreat them and have a what's the word?
Agenda?
Have a pattern of doing that. But I also know, and I'm sure, and I'm positive from experiences that there's also black men who love black women, who adore them, who put them on a pedestal,
like me.
who praise them, who worship them, and you can be in a biracial relationship with someone else out of your race and still put your black people on point. I feel like I'm one of the most fucking
pro-black
realist person there is. Like my wife, who's white, sometimes she goes to me, babe, why are you always just talking about black people and this and that? I'm like, bro, fuck that shit. That white person taking a fucking piss. Yeah. And she's going, but babe. And I'm like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like, I'm just so real with it. Right. But I'm in love with my wife. I'm not in love with her color. I'm in love with my wife. And that's bottom line. Yeah. So
she just happens to be white.
She just happens to be white.
Okay, cool.
So, but when we put the narrative out there, because the guy from the Nation of Islam was just like, black men are just not respecting the culture. I was like, cool, I can see where he's going with it, but from you being somebody from the Nation of Islam, not inviting white people into that religion or whatever you want to call it, you're already dividing the nation. You're speaking about progression. You're speaking about
promoting segregation.
Yeah, and you're already promoting.
It sounds like he's talking about black promotion.
Yeah, he's pro-black. He's pro. Like,
but there's some people that are pro-black but not anti-white.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
Yeah, but
I could throw something else in there.
Do that, yeah.
Do you know what black means in the dictionary?
Talk to me.
In the English dictionary,
what?
It means to be paled and bleached. That's the original meaning of the word black.
Watch the science song.
Yes.
Watch the science
song.
But the reason why I'm dropping it is because
this is why we got you on the show.
Yeah.
I knew that's what.
Bro, sorry to cut you. You know who Stone Love is, right?
Yeah.
Pow.
Because he's dropping the knowledge. Because he's dropping the knowledge, he knows, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to certify, I knew he knew.
Really?
He's got the knowledge.
But you know what? I might not.
You know about Mighty Crown?
Yeah.
Japanese.
I might not even. You know Yellow Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cool,
I met Yellow Man. Well, I didn't meet him.
Yeah, but that's why.
I felt like
I might not have Nero back on the show. I'm not gonna. Bruv, like, if we put a vote and it's one of them ones.
I think it's generational.
No, we might not have him back on here, man.
I think it's generational.
Because I don't know. If you don't know what Stone Love is, it's fucking peak.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that because we can teach him.
Bruv,
I've got a manual at home, which I should have shown him from a lot younger, and I apologise.
Yeah.
But Uncle, when we mentioned it on the show,
I apologise, and I'm sorry that you didn't know.
When we mentioned it on the show, you even said to him, so what happened? We've told you that. You said you don't know who they are, and you haven't even Googled the thing yet.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. He's no, because what happens if he really does, like, he might really go...
But he had the skit about being Jamaican.
He's Jamaican.
Sorry, brother. I sorry to interrupt you.
I mean,
he had a skit about it.
You got his Trimmer's nephew, man. So I can't really want. I don't really want to say too much.
I think it's unfair. Well, I think we should do this if he's here. He needs to be able to defend himself, which I think he can.
But
do.
not everyone knows about.
Yeah, not every. No, but he's got.
I had the privilege of my cousin coming when I was about 14, and he spent time with me.
Yeah.
For about 2-3 years.
Yeah.
But he gave me all the. You know what I mean?
The tapes,
all the
history.
the cassettes.
I could not. My brother Darren Sterling used to get the sound cassettes.
And I was
sound
like, himself.
I cannot wait.
If you had a Nemesis sound from Jamaica, my cousin, got that sound.
And here's the wickedest thing. Sorry to cut you off.
No. Cool.
Go ahead.
No, about the cup clashes and all that. I used to talk about Sting. I was like, what's Sting? What's Sting? I want to know about
the
Sting.
Wrestler.
Yeah, the wrestler. Come and rub and then come do 2 dubs.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, all of that. And his excitement as a Jamaican, he was half Jamaican, half Grenadian, but he's Jamaican.
Oh, like Dan.
Like Dan, like he's a hybrid kind of.
Interesting.
Like,
man said Dan is a hybrid.
Yeah.
Yo. So anyway, like, we're gonna keep it moving. I've just jumped online.
But G, hold on. Sorry to interrupt you.
Bruv, why do you do that though, man?
No. But you know you said about the whole Nation of Islam thing, right?
Yeah.
You know what it is though? The media make it look like in order to be classed as a successful brother in this life, you have to have
your foundation.
It's more. Come on, man. Majority of the footballers over here normally have Caucasian white.
Bruv, the
partner.
majority of
that's what
the majority
they're
of
trying to say.
the majority of
Athletes.
footballers have hoes.
Okay,
As
all
well.
right. But like,
As well.
I don't think they care about color either.
Yeah, but
bruv.
nah, but majority of them do. That like they try. The media tries to make it like, oh, you're a successful black guy because you have the Caucasian woman on your arm, which is fucked
But
up
don't you think
narrative
that's
to
part
make.
of the suppression of maybe them have been pressurized to be with a black woman, and then when they get to a certain level
Give
and
us an
they get
example.
money, they get into a space like it's like Kanye West.
What?
Kanye West gets into a space where he could do what he want, and then all of a sudden he's with Kim Kardashian.
But he had a nice fiance
Yeah, but
before he became.
But Kim Kardashian is buff though, bro.
Can I just?
Like,
yeah,
no,
no,
stop that.
Stop that.
No, wait a minute.
But that's the point.
Wait.
Kim's fake.
One person at a time. I hate the fact that people go, Kanye West is Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian's done a lot of hoish things, yeah? But Kim Kardashian is still fine as fuck. So I don't want to give...
I wasn't going on that point. It was just more the fact that when once man get money...
Hold on.
Let me make the point.
Made the point.
Once man get money, they get into their zone where they can do what they want to do.
Yeah.
So where they wouldn't have done that when they didn't have money, because they might have been around a certain set of people to impress. But once they get into their space, they do what they want to do.
I hear that.
They be with who they want to be with.
So do you think that Kanye went with Kim Kardashian as a power move?
I think he done it because he had a crush on her from old school.
Kanye West went for Kim Kardashian because he likes bitches.
And also,
Okay.
What's wrong with you,
There's
bro?
many.
I hate bruv. Don't like.
I don't care if you're angry. Why are you angry? I'm just asking a question.
No, do you know? Because what I don't like, yeah,
What
this is what I
don't you
don't like, and it's got nothing to do with
That's
you
the shit I
personally.
don't like.
or
That's
what-
alright.
It's got to do with the reason why.
His eyes.
No,
Yeah.
it's got to do with the reason why the agenda in this world carries on like man don't like bits. We like things. Man, them like bits.
If I know
there's
your
a lot of the
bits are
time.
real, I'm
There's
not
a lot of the
interested.
time, bro. There's a lot of times, man are not thinking about certain. Man
Is
have
Kim
got pee.
Kardashian's
like
body authentic?
Man just want to be.
We like them
Is
thick. We like them thick crackers.
Is Kim Kardashian's body, which is what man go a bit bonkers for, is it authentic? Is it real?
Yeah, but what's that got
Is
to
it
do with
real?
the
Because
price?
there's African girls, there's girls that
Of
got
course,
that.
of course, but go Africa
girls
then.
that got
Yeah,
that.
Man's got to go
let's
Africa
be
for
honest.
it.
What African?
I think she looked better before she had the surgery, though.
African
I
queen's
think
gonna
she
put
did.
me
Yeah, Kim K looked better before the surgery.
All right, listen, we're digressing.
Anyway, okay, so
We're digressing, we're digressing.
Can I just ask? So, as that you're in an interracial relationship,
Yeah.
do you ever experience the stare and the nudge?
When you go to New York, you will.
I've never. Do you know
You
what?
will
Yeah, do you know
feel
what? I'm going to be absolutely real with you, Trim. People say a lot of things about me, but they never say it to my face.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with the stare and the
Yeah,
nudge.
but
So,
just
so
states.
what I'm saying to you, I've never had the nudge and I've never had the motherfucker.
Okay, but
Not here, though, you
Has
won't.
anybody?
Why, though?
Has anybody? No, it happens. It happens.
I don't
and
get it.
people,
No one's had the Liam Neesons to step
I
up
don't
to
get.
them
I don't get it. Like
It depends where
based
you
on the
are.
fact-
When you get a little bit out of London,
It's like this. It's like this. People will say rare. They might say to rare, G's this or G's that or boom boom boom. But I never hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. But
And I
if
know
they
it's
don't
out
know
there.
you,
And I
if
know
they-
it's out
I'm
there.
talking about you're walking down the high street,
Yeah.
with Lisa,
Yeah.
and as you're walking down the road, people are like, do you ever get that?
No, bro.
Because a lot of people do.
I don't know, bruv. It's
Never
like
happened to him.
it doesn't.
Maybe he hasn't even identified it.
No, it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't know it.
Or maybe he just doesn't
Peripherally.
care, he doesn't
Bruv,
care.
I know it exists.
Exactly.
I know it. I know it
That's the same
exists,
for me, yeah.
and I can choose to
Feed it.
feed it or find it.
Yeah.
It's like people who. It's like people.
Law of attraction, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
what it is as well. It's like
If you're not looking for it, you
a
won't
man
see
can
it.
walk in the room and go, "Oh, I definitely know." A black man can walk in a room and go, "Yeah, I definitely know all these white people hate me," and he can find a white person
That hates him.
Yeah,
looks at
'cause he's
him
looking for it.
Because he's
and
giving that energy.
and the white person does this with their mouth and he boxes them in their jawbone, which is probably a good thing. But at the same time,
What,
if
for,
you're not,
for
if you're
hitting
not,
someone, if you had a
yeah, if a man does,
a notion
bruv,
that,
some
something
places like
that you
Central
manifested
bruv,
already.
I've been to work, bruv. I've been to workplaces where a white man's done that with their lip when I'm talking to them, and I want to slap them in their mouth. And I've told them I will slap them in their mouth because of the side thing, and I'm not on the side man.
So is
thing.
it because he's white or just because he's watching
It's
you?
because he's white, fam. I'm not
Got
on the
you.
I'm not on the side man thing, bro.
Cool, that's
So
fair
I
enough.
know it's out there, rude boy.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is, when it comes to biracial relationships,
Yeah.
and the fact that I'm with whoever I want to be, I don't really feel. I don't care what people. Unless you're gonna say to me, "Gee, rare, I don't like the fact that you're with that person." Then until that happens, I can only deal with that. You see what I'm saying?
I think you're fortunate to first and foremost have parents that are acceptant of you being in a biracial relationship, there's people that aren't. There's people that don't have that luxury, unfortunately. And like I said, I promote love, innit? Like, I have my preferences, but at the same time, like, you know, my son's girlfriend, I think she's Polish or something, lovely girl and everything. But
you like Polish gal.
I like all gal. I like Somalian gal. I like Indian.
There's no way you could
You're gonna have to be ducking.
There's no way.
There's a blonde hair.
There's no way Drizzy. There's no way Trimmer's that thick and don't like to eat.
Over here, but there ain't no hair.
He loves to eat. Them men, they love eating. Anyway, what?
Yeah, can't you see? Best food.
Let's keep it moving. So, hang tight the Facebook gang.
Well, go
the
on.
reason why we've gone online live is because we're going to do One's Gotta Go. Those who have seen the actual picture that we put up on the post that we put up on Facebook. I think last week.
Yeah, put it up on Monday. Last week Monday.
We put it up last week Monday.
Yeah.
And it's based on comedians. It's based on what, 5 comedians?
Yeah, it popped off, man. Like on the gram.
Drizzy, you do the intro. You do the intro, so we can.
Yeah, so we put obviously we do a One's Gotta Go. So last week Monday we dropped the comedian edition, and I put up 5 comedians that I think have got a lengthy body of work that people can have checked out. So I put up, in no particular order, I put up Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle, and Eddie Murphy.
Repeat that.
Yeah, slow down.
Yeah.
You know,
Uncle Bernie Mac.
Facebook, man, Facebook people, One's Gotta Go. Drizzy does the One's Gotta Go, and he's really good at it, but he's horrible with introducing it.
Okay, sorry.
So could you take my phone,
Okay.
take my phone off me and talk to the people then, rude boy?
Shit. Am I
There's a number still in there.
Bruv, just relax.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so One's Gotta Go. So you have in no particular order, again, for you slow listening motherfuckers, Uncle Bernie Mac, may he rest in peace. David Chappelle.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. And last but very not least, Cat Williams. So that's the 5. One of them's got to go.
You start first.
No, you did that to me last time, bro.
Jordan.
I'll go second.
Rotted.
Trimmer.
I need.
I don't mind going first.
Another
Personally,
opinion.
out of all of those, if I'm being honest for me, it has to be Dave Chappelle.
Whoa.
It has to be for me.
Just
for
like
me,
that.
it has to be.
What
I don't
we
even need
basing
to
it
think
on?
about. What am I basing it on?
You said Dave Chappelle.
I said Dave Chappelle's
bruv,
got to
you know
go.
what? You know,
No,
bruv.
let me speak, innit? I don't want to care.
I know you. I'm gonna let you speak,
Chappelle,
but
though.
you say a lot of fucking.
David Chappelle.
You say a lot of fucking fuckery, bruv.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm cool with that. But listen, what you got to realize for me is I love comedy. I'm crazy about comedy, and for me,
Chappelle's one of the goats, though.
Come on, Chappelle is one of the.
No,
That's why, bruv.
Let him finish.
You
I couldn't even think. He didn't even come into my mind.
You know what it is, yeah?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't like when people talk over him.
Okay.
Yeah, neither do you.
yeah.
So what I'm saying is, for me, I'm looking at Bernie Mac. Ridiculously funny. What he says makes me laugh. I laugh until my belly busts. Out of all of those, Cat Williams, when Cat Williams done the Chronicles, Pimp Chronicles,
He's one of the funniest.
through the roof. You can't ramp. Eddie Murphy, raw, and
Bruv, why did you just do the Superman thing?
gone clear?
Okay.
Salute.
I thought it was
Not
something
like
else,
what?
you know?
No. So he would be offended. Anything could offend him. So if I scratch my ass, he'd be offended.
Pause.
So like,
Pause.
I would be as well.
Kevin Hart came in and changed, and impact-wise, killed it.
Right.
What was you
Dave
going to say?
Chappelle-
What was you going to say before?
Sorry, what?
That you changed something.
No, I can't.
Okay.
It's gone. It's gone. So, but
You
anyway,
said Eddie Murphy changed the game.
Eddie Murphy, yeah, he did at his time. So,
Yeah.
an 18-year-old kid speaking in front of, and also he had the record for the highest. What's it called? For the highest, I think it was
stand-up.
Yeah, for stand-up with so I think videos sold and actually watched.
Work rate's crazy for Kevin Hart.
So yeah, for Kevin Hart and for Eddie Murphy, because Kevin Hart just overtook Eddie Murphy's record.
All right.
So
Oh, is
for
it?
me, I cannot say.
Trim.
I'll wrap it up.
Shout out to Dean Barker.
Yes, Dean.
He said he's asked me has man watched the Chappelle show?
Yes, well, I don't care. I'm talking about.
Bruv, you started a lot, bruv. Before you answer the question, bruv, you did a lot of that.
Listen to this. Let me tell you something. Let's take control now.
Dean, we asked him the question. He went,
no, you started talking to me, and then no, you want it to be someone else.
Teresa May.
What you got to do is be confident in yourself, B.
Okay.
When you do confidence for yourself, it doesn't make a difference what I say.
So you think?
I think Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle did the Chappelle show, and this is what I said. For skits, he's untouchable. For skits, which is the Chappelle show, untouchable. But when he goes and stands in front of thousands of people, I don't feel him.
He's got crowd control.
Okay.
I don't care what he's got. I don't care what he's got. I don't care what he's got.
Man said he's got crowd control.
Yeah.
So that makes him funny then, yeah?
That makes him another level.
Hov's got.
It makes him another level of a comedian to me.
Right, okay.
That's understandable.
I've had enough of you.
I don't care.
Because you've been speaking way too long.
It's dismissive. Yeah, but you have to say what you have to say.
Okay.
I appreciate the dismissive stuff. It's good.
So, Bernie Mac, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams,
Eddie Murphy, David Chappelle,
and Dave Chappelle.
Remember
First
when
of
we do
all,
music, he never
brother, you gonna let me talk?
1 second. Let me just say one more thing.
Yeah.
Whenever he does it, isn't he the one that is doesn't want to?
That's why I made you go straight away. That's why I made you go after you.
Now you can go.
I could talk now.
Yeah.
Okay. Eddie Murphy goes nowhere. Eddie Murphy
Pioneer
is just a trendsetter. Obviously, coming off the back of Richard Pryor and that generation of comedians. You can't say nothing to. I shouldn't even.
Raw.
Eddie Murphy dead. He's on another level, right? You're gonna go Bernie Mac. He's got to go. Bernie Mac's got to go.
Cool.
This is the reason why Bernie Mac's got to go. And I know you lot looking crazy out here right now, but
you know the ones there.
Bernie Mac, for me, I just didn't see enough from Bernie.
Do you remember Kings of Comedy?
I do remember.
Who did they call the king? Kings of Comedy.
Good.
Who did they call the king? In Kings of Comedy, who went last?
All right.
Who was the king?
All right. Let me finish.
I'm just saying. I was just asking.
So Bernie Mac has got to go because I didn't see enough stand up from him to rate him fully as somebody who needs to stay in the mix, right? But I thought about it some more, and I was like, but Bernie Mac though,
untouchable.
He bruv, in that Friday movie,
some of them a bitch. Some of the things that he came out with. He made Friday.
And that's why when man say they don't use the word nigger,
him and Smokey.
Man them say they don't use the word nigger. Drizzy says he doesn't use the word nigger.
Yeah.
You are, if you're black, you're allowed to say it, and that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why you should be able to say nigga.
And anyway, if you can make people laugh, you should be allowed to say.
So Bernie Mac doesn't go anywhere because I was tripping. Cat Williams is funny as fuck,
badly funny, intelligent.
Even though he did get beat up by a 14-year-old.
That's not nothing to do with him being funny. That was funny.
That was just
if you can get beat up by a little kid, but he's small. He's actually miniature. He's like a Lego, like Lego. He's like that size.
Sugar to shit kind of thing.
So he's funny, and I've seen a lot of Netflix comedy, stand-up comedy.
Specials.
You can't go anywhere.
Specials.
Then you got who we got?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's gone.
Fair enough.
Kevin Hart's gone.
I was close between Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart. I was close.
Kevin Hart is our generation or of the generation, and he's good. He's good at what he's done. He's locked his social media situation off. He's doing his thing, but I just don't find him funny enough.
I respect that.
I just don't find him funny enough. Even though
your decision.
He's back.
Even though you do not.
Are you back now? Are you back?
No, he's not. Oh, he's back. He's back.
I just don't find him funny enough.
Cool.
But he's talented. Don't get it twisted. Doesn't mean he's not talented.
And very smart.
And he's very smart and he's very shrewd. But he's got to go. Jordan, talk to me.
I'm gonna go straight to it. Kevin Hart after that.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, cool. And that's because if you put it across all boards, you got this social media era now, comedians, where they can be funny on, like you're saying, on cam, but are they good on the stand-up comedies? Even when he makes a lot of movies, he's got a massive work rate, but he's not actually that funny.
No.
Cat Williams, one of the GOATs, and he wasn't even doing his thing for that long.
Yeah.
Chappelle, definitely an old school GOAT.
Definitely.
Eddie Murphy, Pioneer, and then Bernie Mac. He's just funny.
He's naturally funny.
He's just
yeah,
funny.
yeah, I agree.
He's just funny. Kevin Hart, I feel he's survived in this era because of social media and because
he's good at
just from outworking.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
You got Mike Epps and other comedians that are funny in this era, or funnier than him.
He's funny, but sometimes I think that Mike Epps doesn't have the discipline.
Look, I find Kevin Hart funny. I just don't find him one of the funniest comedians. You need to watch the Chappelle show.
Man. I appreciate that.
So, Drizzy, we got to be real quick because you took so long doing what you're doing, walking out the door. I don't know where you did you go beat off your skin?
Just to release.
You wanted to let one out, innit, bruv? That's why I know when you're around them too much, you get greasy, bruv.
I like how he's trying to digress from the decision he made, which is fucking whack.
Bruv, see, that's why, because that's what happens. What happens is when you leave the podcast to go out, you don't hear the full thing.
No, you said his name. That's enough.
But that's who I actually said had to go.
Did you say Bernie Mac?
No.
Kevin.
So you gotta relax.
You popped early.
So you got
is that
what the young
likened
boys,
to
that's what the young boys do. Bust
premature
early,
ejaculation?
Yeah, man, that's what they do. Yeah, they bust.
Too soon.
Okay, I apologize.
Yeah, of course you got to.
I apologize.
Who's got to go? Because we got to move on.
Cat Williams has got to go.
Cat Williams has got to go.
Why Cat? I'm interested to hear this.
I don't care. Compared to the other guys, sometimes I find Cat comes across a bit whiny when he's trying to give out jokes. And the last thing I watched of his on Netflix, I was watching it
At the moment.
No, because he's finished now.
He's done.
He's washed.
He's
In his prime, he was
too much drugs.
not in his prime, but I'm just there's always this whininess about him. I'm just man, but so Cat. It's a hard choice to make, but Cat.
The Food Podcast.
So let's obviously we've been talking about a lot of deep things lately, but I just want to just pause. I just want to run through a few things. Emiliano Sala.
Oh, sad shit.
Rest in peace. Do you hear about
peace.
the footballer that was going to Cardiff and died in a plane crash?
No.
In the English Channel.
Yeah, in the English Channel. Sad news, man. He was on his way over here. He got signed. He was on his way to the UK. Apparently, he said he wanted to fly. They said, we'll fly you over, but he wanted to fly on his own, by his own, or he wanted to do his own thing.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, to get here, and basically he never got here. And I don't know the full story. Has he been found?
Yes, he has been found. The wreckage has been found in the English Channel.
Yeah.
Obviously, I believe there was only two. There was himself and the pilot.
Right.
He contacted his
Was he on a
father.
plane or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little charter thing.
Yeah.
And he contacted his father to say, please, just check up on me because it feels like this plane is falling to pieces.
Right. So yeah. So
and then within maybe 20 minutes of that, there was no more contact.
So apparently they found the wreckage now.
Found the wreckage.
Cardiff won 15 million.
Cardiff won?
No. His family.
No. The Nines want 15 because that was the transfer fee agreed. 15 mil.
Right.
But it seems a bit too let it. Do you know what I mean?
Isn't there insurance that can handle that shit?
Yeah,
there should be something.
It's definitely a little bit sensitive.
Yeah,
right now.
man, too soon.
You want 15 mil like now?
But you don't know what their financial situation is. 15 mil could drop the club.
Yeah.
No. I'm not saying they don't warrant it. I'm just saying the timing. Like they're literally pulling out bodies to identify them.
Yeah.
I know. He ain't got no show.
You lot coming with this money talking. It's like the family have raised this money.
His body hasn't even cooled down yet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
It's peak. So
it's disgusting.
So rest in peace. Also, I want to shout out to Freeway, who's just recently had a kidney transplant. Apparently it did go well.
It went well, yes.
So we're just obviously he's in recovery at the moment. Okay. And we salute Freeway all day.
One of the most diverse rap flows ever.
Mate,
apart from Ghost.
Yeah, definitely.
Apart from Ghostface.
How do we feel about Bow Wow getting attacked by a female?
I don't care. I don't know who's smaller, him or Cat Williams.
Never about that challenge.
Well, them little petite man, there just do your
Peak.
thing in it.
Yeah.
Like, if
He's
you're,
just-
why are you
in this
troubling
era,
girl
he's
that
just
can
gonna
bust
get
your head?
clowned on
No, but it's
social.
his girl.
It's fully gonna get
Yeah.
Nah, you know
So give me
what?
the story,
Shout
break it
to
down.
Bow Wow for keeping his hands wherever he kept his hands.
Yeah.
Because it could have gone really left.
Could have gone left.
And you know that's it. That'd be it for him.
Yeah,
I'll let
yeah.
you know it's Chris Brown. But
What, did she
like,
go
he
in on him?
She scarred his ass.
scratched them. You know
Scratched
the
his
Wolverine
face.
nails some women like to wear, man. Yeah,
it
proper.
Really, it's like a mugshot.
Okay.
Man's
That's
looking
not
like
funny.
Chucky, bro.
No, it's not funny.
No, have it a bit.
Wow.
Have it.
Yeah.
Shout to Bow Wow. It would be nice if the same energies that's
What was the
shown-
reason for that?
We don't know yet.
That's again, it's not really. There's no real talk. I think all it is there's a picture of Bow Wow, mugshot,
Crepe up.
Yeah.
and his
On his
face.
face is
Crepe
crepe
up.
up.
But
Look
he's-
like I did it.
Yeah, it looked, bruv,
His face-
it looked like Wolverine
His
did
face
it.
looked like I slapped him with
It
my
looked
dinner
like
plate
Wolverine
hand.
did it, bruv. He went.
You know,
And
What's your
whack
views
out.
on that?
It looked like he got
Because
that.
I've been
Whack
slapped
out.
by a girl in
domestic.
in secondary school,
Bro, I mean,
and
it's-
it was like because of some other girl stirring up some bullshit that weren't true.
Yeah.
And then I got bucks like in like like just before class, like everyone's out and they're just having that little chat just before
Yeah.
class, and then it's like, bow, echo like,
You gotta let a girl hit you in the face, man.
and I just had to suck it up.
You got
ventilation.
You gotta allow it, man. You
Can I-
gotta-
can I
I could
ask,
breathe.
regarding-
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah,
it weren't
regarding-
nice.
It's not. It's what do you call it? It can hurt your male ego, but
But the right thing is not to react.
Yeah, man, you got-
physically.
you got to
innit?
moonwalk
can
backwards.
Say some shit, but don't.
Have you ever had
put
any
your
other
hand on a woman.
experience in school that were uncomfortable?
bruv, I've been
or-
kicked in my nuts by a girl.
I got kicked in my nuts by a girl. I remember one girl called
I used to
Caroline.
abuse that
That
back
was
in the day, though.
that was in primary.
Yeah.
But
Can
I
ask-
deserved it.
Gee, can I ask? I know it's
I was
off,
feeling
it's
her
off
titties.
track.
Scumbag.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
why.
But she
Okay,
had
so
big
that should
ones
be.
though, bruv.
Can I just ask, yeah?
Big buff, big.
But
And she was black, by the way, Trim.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you? Did
That's why you got
did
kicked
she
in your
smell of
balls.
Vaseline?
There is a white.
Did she smell of Vaseline? Did she put Vaseline in her hair?
She
Did
was,
you-
bruv.
you know
she-
about-
oh,
she's
mate.
the-
She
Did
had-
you do that as well?
Shout out to Makeda. Love Makeda.
Yeah.
Love
Can
her.
I ask? In school, see when you was in anybody, this
Yeah.
is out to
Yeah.
show Dean, guys. When you first started primary school, did you used to have a break when and go to bed? Did they? Did you used to go to bed?
On a break.
At lunchtime, and you see everybody lying down on the fucking floor sleeping. You get together, and then the teachers were like, "Thank fuck for that."
That's nursery though.
Nursery and the first year of primary.
Yeah, little nap time.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
Too much to
miss,
take
can I
in.
do some? Miss, can I?
Too much to take in.
Yeah,
I'm glad you
yeah.
explained it because
Yeah.
the way you set it up,
No,
it felt
bro,
like you
don't
used
do
to
that to
see
me.
something
Yeah,
and
I
then
thought
run
I
to the
was-
bathroom
yeah,
and then
Yeah.
shake and bake. You know what I mean?
But so man, them did that, yeah.
Yeah, about nap time.
All right, are we of the culture as well where you was in school and you got milk bottle, drink the milk? Did you ever get the milk bottle?
Yeah, yeah.
And digestive
do you remember
biscuits.
those days?
Yeah.
Milk bottle.
Yeah.
Or you
bro.
used to get to choose between
That's
the biscuits.
mad random.
You get to what? Choose because
Yeah,
it's
it's
milk
the
and
biscuits
biscuit.
in-
Milk and biscuits and
Right,
Roald
your
Dahl and
school was
Roald Dahl
good.
books.
Yeah.
Roald Dahl books. Remember Roald? Shout out to Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bruv, you don't know about Roald Dahl.
Dan, in primary, did you used to get the milk bottles? Did you have?
As in bottles of milk.
Milk.
Yeah, the little ones when you was a kid.
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So Margaret Thatcher had already stopped it.
Yeah. Margaret Thatcher.
It was her fault.
Yeah, it was-
We used
yeah.
to get milk bottles, bro.
Yeah, we got
And,
love.
and when you was little, they used to have a nap. Lunchtime, you used to have a nap.
I come in the bit where you had the thing, the carton,
Yeah.
where you put the straw in it. But no one put the straw in it. You flipped it over and you bit the bottom.
And it was such juice.
Yeah.
But what was it? Juice or was it milk?
It was juice and terrible juice.
Oh,
Terrible juice.
Hey, so big man, how long we got?
It's up. Yeah, pretty much still.
All right.
Don't make me seem like the tyrant.
Yo,
You know what a big man walks in?
Can we? I don't know if this is on your little list, your quick fire hits,
Yeah.
but can we give a moment of silence to Kaz and Josh no longer being an item?
Who's Cash and Josh?
Kaz,
Oh,
bro.
my man's got time to waste our last few minutes on cousin Josh.
Yeah,
and
bro.
all.
Bro, you start talking about random fucking milk, bro.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
wrong
alright,
with
cool,
you?
alright,
but
yeah.
school things are
But you're
so
happy.
funny.
No, you're saying it because you're happy that Kaz and Josh ain't together.
No.
I know your moves. You've been sliding in their DMs already.
I felt, it's my West Indian brother. I was like, I wanted them two to work, man, because they look good together.
You don't care. You don't care.
But
You don't care. Last
Hey,
thing.
what's the time?
Last
You
thing.
got
Last
any
thing.
music,
Last
bro?
thing.
You got any music?
Who's winning the title this season?
I mean, have we got any Man City supporters in there?
It's hard, Paul.
I don't know.
Man U still
No one into
six.
boxing either.
One thing I don't like, Everton fans, suck your mum, yeah? All of your Everton fans,
Any
suck your mum.
Evertonians.
Because Everton fans have got no
generalise.
nuts. They got no nuts. They would rather Liverpool take the L this season and let City win it. Man United fans are some
Be careful.
pussy-holes as
Be
well.
careful. Why?
Because they would rather
love it.
City,
Of course, though, there's
who
a
are
reason
down
why.
the road from them, taking all the fucking
The real
W's,
Manchester club.
who
The
taking
real
all
Manchester club.
The real Manchester club.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
There's more Man City fans in Manchester than Man United
To the
fans.
facts,
That's
right?
a fact.
Okay. But
Don't
yeah.
get vexed with me. I saw his lip curl. You know when your lip curls because you heard something you didn't like.
Yeah, because Manchester United is such a global situation.
They're so
But
sick.
it's okay, go on, carry
They're so
on.
sick.
Yeah, they're so sick.
Hey, it's not my... No, we're fifth actually, but carry on.
All right, yeah, but you.
Okay.
They went unbeaten. They went unbeaten for how many games? I think it was like 10, and they were still sixth.
All right,
Bro,
so-
but you lot went unbeaten for how long and you still let Man City overtake you?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't
but
worry
how
about
many
that.
games have we lost?
Don't worry about it.
Doesn't
Don't-
matter. You're second now.
How many games have you lost?
You're second now.
What matters is how many games have you lost?
You're second now.
All right.
Okay, what matters is will you
You went
beat
from
us?
number one
What I
to
want
number
to
two.
do, this is what I want to do right now to conclude.
God.
This is what I'm going to say. Liverpool win the Premiership this season, yeah?
Yeah.
If and when, I don't like doing if because that's just negative.
Yeah.
When we win the Premiership this season, yeah, every rival team is going to get peppered.
Pepperoni.
And I'm not, and I'm
Pepperoni.
not, now, Drizzy, I know you're my brethren and you're a Man United fan and we go back,
And we'll
eat
be
chicken
equal.
and we'll box food and all of that. But definitely, yeah, all summer,
Stay away.
you will not like me.
Bro, I don't
Yeah,
care.
you will not like
He
me.
does care.
I don't
Chelsea fans, bruv, Nero and them Chelsea, bruv, your nephew Trim,
Yeah.
bruv, the way he's carrying on online, bruv, we drew and man was on the fucking
He felt so good.
WhatsApp saying yeah,
felt so good.
yeah. I'm gonna get him.
That means that he's hurting inside.
hurting.
Because Chelsea are what?
They're about.
Oh dear, you didn't have to stop.
I know. Oh, right, okay. I was like, yeah.
So anyway, listen, we got to wrap it up. I want to say thank you for everyone for coming down today.
Respect.
Big shout out to Jordan London.
He
Oh,
pulled it
respect
out
for
of the
having me,
bag
man.
amazingly.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having me, man.
Of course.
Man,
Strong.
to that stone love knowledge.
So
everything.
strong.
You know what I mean?
Represented
Yeah,
fully.
man.
So strong.
The man them that ain't represented today, Nero and Wesley, suck yourself.
No,
Suck yourself, bruv. Don't do that. No. Suck yourself.
No.
Come see me.
The circumstances.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But if you're not part of the thing, you can still represent from
From
still
afar.
represent, right? You
Yeah.
agree?
So he's not?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, but why you got to always do the serious thing?
It's my family and it's a family thing.
But
No.
it's Chelsea
Family
though.
thing.
Yeah, as a Chelsea fan, he's a donut. But otherwise,
Don't forget, it's the Fast Food Podcast. We are now on Spotify.
Jeez.
officially.
Officially on Spotify.
Levels.
Subscribe to YouTube.
Yep.
We're on YouTube, iTunes and SoundCloud. Fast Food Podcast. Signing
Instagram,
out.
Facebook.
Peace.
Peace.